fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. The Bears offense will have the football first. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's frustrating, and that's a frustrating sign for this defense early, man. You want to set the tone physically up front, and third down and short, and you're nowhere to be found. And they easily get that first down, gaining some momentum and really establishing the line of scrimmage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's turned. Could be an alley. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Bears have this offense rolling. The sure hands, it's Miller. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Give to the single back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Throwing, Lagway. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. Got it. To the end zone. Touchdown Bears.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even do that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine in this game defensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cyclones offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Omari Hayes, he's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting, we have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he scores! Touchdown, Cyclones! The extra point here would tie the game.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route.
Return. Squid. Sweep. Ready, go.
Flagway wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Pressure coming. And they got it.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Third down from the gun, DJ Flagway. Over the middle, it's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So first down here as they go back to work. The run inside. It's Turner. On the move at the 30. Free up the gut. Runs it into the house. Touchdown Bears!
that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Dropping back, it's Rayner. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. There's a little room there. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Defense in press coverage. The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his... They get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a...
They put on the hit and they blocked it.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Flagway. Grabbed over the middle. It's Livingston. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway. Because you said it, David, he was one of the most recruited players and Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A game week in, week out, this Baylor offense is going to be impossible to stop.
The Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Turner. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
This is a designed run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off-play action on 1st down. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
To the air. It's Rayner. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks the tackle. Might have a chance. He's at the 40. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Iowa State. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside. It's Turner. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And that last carry pays off with a C note already at 100 yards.
And he's done it with so much balance and so much power and so much speed. He's really shown you that he's a great back in a multitude of ways. And guess what? It's still the first half.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Finds his back in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there after the 35.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man,
there's some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy, run the football, be physical, get a big game.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Lagway to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to do.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we...
He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Lagway. Fires left side, and Smith. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bears will hustle to the line. They go to the draw. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. You're seeing it happen. A really nice...
Touchdown, Bears! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've got the lead trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Boise State taking on the Colorado State Rams.
And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it.
Because of the big... You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field. Big momentum play created.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bears! And the pummeling has started. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. He's got him in the flat. Hard running there. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
To throw, it's Rayner. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Can't get him to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. To the house. Touchdown, Cyclones. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Morris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bears sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. And they're able to get him down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway makes the grab. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Turner. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can play holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Lagway wants to throw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Touchdown Bears! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out of this game with a lot of pride, ability up front, and belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The run inside. It's Turner. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready. Like-18.
He wants to change this route. Handoff to the lone back. Got a little press. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running inside, it's Turner. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Tight end finds a soft spot. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Rayner. Makes the grab. Great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Maybe some room here. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards. Another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Cyclones go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some...
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
22. Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Ready. Red 54, red 54.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Flag wave. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the catch, and he's free. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's flag wave. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going